Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk. Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. We are only one day away from the big Naruto collab. I'm extremely excited for what they actually do for us here because I feel like this might be the best collab they've ever done, and we haven't even seen what everything looks like yet. Just with all this hype and anticipation, everyone's just really excited for the Naruto collab, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna be buying Naruto tomorrow. So I thought I would make a video today kind of talking about how I mainly get my V-Bucks. Now you might be asking yourself, well, how do you get your V-Bucks different than like everyone else? Isn't it just kind of simple? Well, yes, it is actually rather simple. I usually buy them digitally, but I did find a new thing that you can do physically that would actually benefit you more V-Bucks, but it's gonna cost you a little bit more. And also in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how you can get multiple codes for the El Dorado back bling, because I've been kind of testing it with multiple different GameStops, and I kind of found out what you need to do to get multiple versions of the codes, because there is actually a certain way you do it. I've seen like maybe 2 examples where no matter how many times you buy something, you get codes for each one thing. Every time I went to a GameStop, it never was like that for me. I had to do something a little bit different, but let's just get into what I do to get V-Bucks. So this is really useful for any parents out there that are getting their kids something for Christmas if they want V-Bucks. I'm going to tell you how you can get them even more V-Bucks. And also, if you're just looking to buy more V-Bucks, this tip will actually help you get $20 more worth of V-Bucks without spending anything extra. So the main card you're going to be looking for is this on screen right now. This looks like your typical $80 Fortnite V-Buck card, except it's not. It should say $100 on the top right. That is what you need to look for. Now, you're not going to be spending $100 to get this card. You're most likely going to spend $80. I have had confirming reports that GameStop and CVS will only charge $80 for a card that says 100 on it, because in their systems, every gold 13500 V-Buck card is supposed to cost $80, and that is true. However, if you can find the older cards that still say $100 on them, they will actually give you more V-Bucks than you're supposed to get. Now, the reason why I'm assuming this happens is because Fortnite doesn't want you to pay $100 and only get $80 worth of V-Bucks. So they're taking a loss here, kind of, sort of, where you're paying $80, but you're actually getting $100 worth of V-Bucks. It's a good deal. You just have to cough up $80 for it, which is a lot, and I know a lot of people can't afford that. But if you want to get V-Bucks for your child for Christmas, or you're looking to get V-Bucks yourself, I would highly recommend you do what I'm going to explain right now. So you're going to want to go to a GameStop or anywhere else that sells V-Buck cards, and like I said, you're going to try to find the V-Buck card that's gold and it says $100 on the top right. And also, just to make sure that you are getting the correct card, it should still say that it supports all Fortnite devices, and it should still include Nintendo Switch, PC, Mac, and iPhone and iPad, even though Fortnite has been off of the Apple iTunes store for quite a bit now. So the new card should not say this. The new card says PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PC, and mobile. It does not say PS4, Xbox One. You should see the difference on the card. I'm showing you exactly which one you want to look for. Now, when you ring this card up, they should only charge you $80. And here's the thing, if they charge you $100 for it, you're getting the exact same amount of V-Bucks that you should be paying to get the amount of V-Bucks. But in every situation that I went to a GameStop specifically, they always charged me $80. And that should be the way it is, because again, Fortnite does not want to undersell you, so they would rather oversell you, just in case you spend $100 on a $100 card, even though again, you're only going to be paying $80 for this. If it says $100 on the charge, you can always just say, I want to put this back, you don't want it. But if it charges $80, then you're going to get $100 worth of V-Bucks, again, if you get the correct card. And then all you do is go to Fortnite.com/V-Bucks card, and you put in the code. Do it for PC, and you should be able to get the V-Bucks. Now, I have not tried this for console, but I don't know why it wouldn't work for console. I'm pretty sure it would, but I've always done this for PC since I only play on PC, and it has worked 100% of the time. Every time I spent $80 on a $100 code card, I got $100 worth of V-Bucks. And it even goes so as far as to tell you that you only get 13,500, even though you do get more than that. So now I'm gonna actually do a live representation on how this actually works, because in case you guys just don't believe me somehow, I'm gonna show you that yes, I do get more V-Bucks. I'm gonna make sure there's no crazy editing, because I don't want people to think like I'm faking this, because that's the last thing I'd want to do. I swear to you, I am not faking anything with this video. This is completely legitimate. Okay, so I have right now my Fortnite up, as well as the Epic Games website for the V-Bucks cards, which once again, it's fortnite.com/V-Bucks card. So I'm gonna have my Fortnite up for the whole time, just so you can see what goes on, because the V-Bucks actually update live now, which is pretty cool. So as soon as I click on the game, after I put in the code on the website, it'll go onto my account, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, so here we go. I am on my Fortnite right now. I'm showing the item shop just so you can see the time from here, as well as the time down here on the bottom right, just so you guys know I'm not editing anything. I want to be as transparent as I can with you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not lying about this, because you could easily edit this to make it look like, oh, I'm actually getting more V-Bucks. I'm doing this as clearly as possible. So what you want to do is you want to go to fortnite.com/V-Bucks card. Again, you want to make sure you buy a $100 Fortnite card, but make sure it says 100 on the top right, and they should only charge you 80 for it. So you're going to click get started, and then you're going to put in the code. So the cool thing with these older cards that I'm peeling right now, you can actually peel these codes. The newer cards, I think you have to use a coin on them, which is a little bit obnoxious, but with these older cards, you can absolutely just peel it off and it'll work for you. So I'm going to put in the code right now. Honestly, I'm redeeming this, so it doesn't even make sense for me to censor this, but this is me putting in a new code. So we're going to just get this done right here. 2APMX2. Okay, so we're gonna hit next, and it actually did not work. I think there was a Okay, there we go. I was really worried there. It didn't work the first time. I guess something was a misclick, but I got it to work that time. So there you go. So now we're going to choose PC and Mac. We will hit next. Now here it is, right? It tells me how many V-Bucks I have. You can see it on the screen right now, how much I have. It says 62,005, and it's going to tell me I'm going to get 75,505, but this is not true. I am not going to get this much. I'm going to get more than that, okay? So we're going to hit confirm, okay? And then it says you have V-Bucks, all right? Now, on my Fortnite, I'm going to even, like, zoom this in here. On my Fortnite, you can see that the V-Bucks didn't change, but as soon as I click something, as soon as I just click my mouse on the game, it will update, okay? So let's just do it right now. 3, 2, 1, and boom. And there we go. So we did get V-Bucks, and look at that. We actually got more V-Bucks than we were actually promised, because once again, they're giving you more V-Bucks in the chance that you spent $100 on the $100 code, which in most systems, again, every GameStop I went to always charged 80. So that's a good tip for you guys in case you want a little bit more bang for your buck with V-Buck cards. Now, these cards are kind of hard to find because they're so old, but not many people bought the $100 codes. You might actually be in luck and you might be able to obtain these kinds of cards. I've been able to get them at all of my GameStops, but there's very few of them. So if you want to get something for someone for Christmas, or you're just looking to get V-Bucks yourself, I would do this method. You get 2,800 V-Bucks for free, and that's a good deal. So that's how I get my V-Bucks. Now, finally, I'm just going to quickly talk about the Der Burger codes. So the way I found out how you get them is the amount of different things you get relating to Fortnite, you will get multiple codes. So for example, I bought a few different V-Bucks yesterday. I went out and did a ton of shopping. And what I found out is that if I buy the 4 different V-Buck codes, right? If I buy the $8 code, if I buy the $20 code, if I buy the $32 and I buy the $80 code, I will get 4 Der Burger codes, right? Or El Dorado backbling codes. You'll get 4 of those. But if you buy a whole bunch of the $7 ones and maybe a bunch of the $20 ones, then you only get 2. It doesn't matter how much you buy. It depends on what different stuff you get from your game stores or whatever. Again, this only works for me with GameStop, and that's how they kind of told me about it. Now, one thing I also want to mention to you as well is that they do limit you because they don't want you to look like you're money laundering. So I'm only able to spend $200 per transaction at GameStop, and I can't spend any more after that for the day, because again, they're gonna think like I'm up to something shady. So that's how I get my V-Bucks. That's how I got my El Dorado backbling codes. I have a few of them, but now that I know how to get multiple ones, and by buying 4 different cards every time, I'm going to try to get a lot more codes. I'm going to try to give them away during the Christmas time because it is always a festive time, and I always like giving back to you guys. So for item shop videos and maybe even commentary videos, I'll probably drop in some codes for El Dorado as well as the Fortnite V-Bucks. So guys, that is it for the video today. I hope you guys found this useful. If you did, please let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And if you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITF. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day or night, and I will talk to you all later. See ya.